Hi, guys, and welcome. I'm Dr. Liz Jenkins with drlizcoaching.com, and welcome to day 29 Inside Couples Conflict. And today I'm going to talk about stopping. Okay, if you're stuck, if the two of you are feeling stuck on a topic, or you're partway through this conversation and you're at a loss of words, or you're feeling pressured, or um, you just feel like we're going around and around, even if it's calm, okay? Even if there's no escalation, elevation, and stuff like that, do you keep pursuing this? Well, my answer is, my suggestion is no. If you guys are feeling like, even if it's a calm conversation, you've gotten all the strategies together, people are not being defensive, they are stepping into emotions and they aren't being critical, and they're showing up with their complaints. If you're doing all the things and you're still feeling like we're not getting anywhere, we're making no forward progress, they're not understanding me, I'm not understanding them. My question is, what would have us continue to pursue that right now in that moment? Because odds are, even in we're managing our emotions and we're showing up as best we can, the odds are if we keep going in this circle, this loop, uh, we're going to feel more frustrated, start to feel more angry, and or feel discouraged, and start to maybe unaware but unconsciously start feeling like we're just not made for this. We can't get through this. We can't figure something out. And that's where I want us to eliminate or interrupt before we get to that mindset. Because even couples that don't see eye to eye on something, that is a success, because they've acknowledged and they're able to accept and sit with and live with the fact that we disagree on something that's really important to both of us, or important to one person but less important to the other. So my tip for you, my goal for you, is to show up with the tips and the techniques, the strategies that we've been talking about and you've been practicing over this past month. Be able to recognize when we're having a conversation, or if it's gotten up and it's getting to an escalated, conflict. If it keeps going around and around, there's a reason. There's a very good reason why we need to stop and disconnect in that moment. And we do that. We put the pin on the play kind of thing. And you might say something like, huh, I don't know about you, but it feels like we're going around and around, or it feels like we can't seem to get past this. I feel stuck. Like, I don't know how to convince you or share so you understand me better. Or it seems like you're saying the same thing and I keep coming up with the same response, same answer, and it's not right or good enough for you. Um, let's take that time out. Okay, let's just stop and go put some time, some thought into it. Again, when we separate, we go on that. Let's write down what our thoughts are, where we seem to be stuck, what seems to be the gridlock, the log that has fallen over the road and we can't seem to get past that obstacle. What does that seem to be? And then let's pick another time when we're fresh, we've had some sleep, we've had some distance from this topic, and let's come back and let's see where we can go with it. All right. And when we come back, I want you to still have the same techniques or strategies in place. When we come back, say, okay, what do you think was the obstacle? We were talking about X. And for me, I didn't feel like we could get past that. And here are some of the obstacles. I feel like I have different ideas of how we should spend our money, or I have a different way that I'd like to spend, take a vacation, or this is the way I feel about our kids and homeschool versus public school. And just these are for me some of the obstacles where we're the no go. And then we listen to our partner or spouse and find out what they felt were the obstacles, right? And then we take each of those obstacles, each of those things that this is my side, this is your side kind of thing, and we really try to hash it out. In some of these kinds of situations, some of these conversations, it's really okay to have two sides of it because it doesn't impact day-to-day things or doesn't impact somebody else. But let's say, for example, it is impacting your kids. Many times this comes up with how we're going to teach our children about religion or spirituality or not. It comes up with how we're going to educate them, um, homeschool or public schools or whatever, or physical activities and events and whatever it might be. It oftentimes, sometimes the catalyst is around our children, our kids, our pets, some of the big ticket things that also have a lot of values and beliefs and expectations and desires and dreams for them. So some of those things really do have to come out with a decision that works best. And these kinds of spots or topics or issues that really do have to get some resolution, it's going to be a process of talking to a point, taking that break, taking that time out, going away, still looking at the obstacles, gathering information so that you can learn more about it for yourself, learn more about maybe your partner's perspective, bring that information to the conversation and say, hey, this is what I was thinking of. What do you think? Or this is why I want to vaccinate our kids, or this is why I don't want to vaccinate our kids. Here's the research, and this is what has me scared. The more that you can share information with your partner, your spouse, about one of your lines in the sand, or educate them about the obstacle that you see for the two of you, the higher the odds are that there's going to be able to come up with something that maybe it's not ideal, maybe it's not perfect, maybe one will give more than the other, but you're going to avoid that gridlock and be able to smooth out an issue, a topic, a desire, an action, whatever, that you both don't see eye to eye on, but we have to have a working plan in order to keep going on this thing called our relationship, our marriage, parenting, life, whatever it might be. So it is okay. I highly encourage you to stop, take that break, all right? Take the break, write it down, identify the obstacles, gather the information that might help you become more aware and more fluent on that topic, and also share with your spouse about what you already know and that they may not be aware. And so conflicts don't have to get to the point where we're screaming, yelling, throwing contempt and criticism and all that kind of stuff. We can use these timeouts in even well-managed conflict conversations. So have a wonderful day. DM me if you'd like to hear more about my Reignite couples programs. I have several where we show up, we work through strategies just like this and a ton more. Plus, there's a whole self-paced course with activities, with videos, and I will actually also add in personalized video trainings based on your guys' unique needs or requests. So what could be better than that? Take care. Have a wonderful day. DM me. I'd love to chat more. Bye-bye.